Sick. Hello, Taylor.
What's up?
Okay. I don't have a crazy amount of questions for this because I asked most of them. Squad talk. Okay, so for all of us normal people who have not been to Hawaii, how beautiful is it, and what was the most fun thing you did there?
That's a great question. I'm pretty biased because I actually didn't like Hawaii all that much.
Okay.
Everyone, if you've ever met anyone that's lived there for a while, you'll know that you get island fever pretty quick. But I would say that the best thing I ever did there was go to what's it called? It was this. Imagine Epcot in
Yes.
Disney World.
Yes.
How they have like all the cultures and stuff of
Yeah.
like different around the world. Think about that, but like all like island cultures.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
like New Zealand and like obviously Hawaii, Guam, and all that shit.
Yeah.
There was this luau that I went to where they had all those cultures, and people like students that were at BYU Hawaii would do that, and it was completely non-profit, and that was always beautiful. I went to that thing twice, and it was awesome. I love that.
So what is it like? It's a museum, or is it like interactive? Like there's people from
No,
this
there's interactive. So it's like an all-day thing. Like you'll go there, and you'll be able to like look at different exhibits at different times. And like there's one, probably the best thing is like this guy climbing a huge coconut tree that was
that's
like
sick.
30 feet tall, and he did it with like no equipment. He would
Sick.
just climb up it, and he did it like no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was pretty cool. But then again, like all the food is really good.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So what kind of food? What is like a common thing there?
Sushi is really common, ramen, but probably the thing that I miss it the most, which is kind of funny because I'm a vegetarian now, is this thing called steak rave, and it was like this. It was in Kailua. If you're ever gonna visit, go to Kailua, and it's if you're in an area where there's a lot of crackheads, you're close, because it's straight up like inside of a liquor store. It's
No
like
way.
it's in a corner, and they just have like what I would get normally is a large steak plate, which is imagine like a to-go thing,
Yeah.
right? And like the whole first row was just like chopped up steak.
Oh man.
And then the top left corner was salad with whatever dressing you wanted on it, and then like the other thing was 2 huge scoops of rice.
Oh.
And so it was $13, which in Hawaii is a great deal for that amount of food. It was like ridiculously good. And like I would put like soy sauce and like a bunch of teriyaki on it, and then like they had this like special sauce that you could also put on it. But people would get anything. They're like steak and shrimp, chicken and shrimp, whatever you want. Steak rave is like probably what I could recommend the most.
Dude, I'm so hungry now.
yeah. Yeah.
So how, like, as far as coping, because you're vegetarian, how has that been coping with just not eating meat anymore? Like the taste and satiation or anything?
Well, especially nowadays, there's so many like options for vegetarians, vegans. Like Beyond Burger, it's the same fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
If anything, it's just better for you.
Yeah.
Like they also make these like things that you can get at Kroger and I'm assuming other places, where it's like these chorizos that you can just grill up.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
completely plant-based. It's way healthier than normal sausage, and in my opinion, I think it tastes better.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
again,
so I was vegan for like 2 years.
Okay.
There's like a lot of stuff. Yeah.
right.
Like the amount of things, if you want to be vegan, the
Right.
amount of things you can eat is it's definitely an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff out there that I'm like, ooh, I probably shouldn't be eating like 20 ounces of chicken a day. It's
Right.
probably not.
Right.
But it
Especially-
is one of those things where it's like, I am also as an athlete, I'm choosing probably a less healthy lifestyle compared to if I was active in a different way, maybe.
Right.
Like not to the extent, but yeah, definitely.
I mean, how many people do you know that you like work with or whatever, don't work out, don't go to the gym?
Yeah.
They're eating fucking burgers and shit. But like, you know, if you eat a burger, you know, you're gonna work that shit off.
Oh, yeah.
But then, like, I think the biggest takeaway from the vegan or vegetarian diet is that like, it's easy, it's acceptable, and it's better for the environment. like even if you don't want to work out or anything, it's not going to make you healthier. People think like, oh, I want to go vegetarian to lose weight. That's not necessarily a great option, especially if you're not going to take into account all the essential amino acids that you need from taking different types of protein sources. If you're not going to have like every meal having like a full protein essential amino acid like tofu, like something soy based. But that's just something to keep in mind for people that
there's a really good Barbell Medicine makes a protein with the complete amino acid profile. It's kind of expensive, but that is there's so many alternatives. If you are worried about amino acids, you can definitely you can supplement. I've definitely heard you can just supplement leucine to trigger muscle protein synthesis. That will definitely help.
Or even just like taking more vitamin B12 will also help with that.
Okay, so I heard that you only eat cereal with chocolate milk.
Yes, that is true.
Do you have a favorite brand of chocolate milk?
I do. It used to be Fairlife.
Oh yeah, I heard about some stuff.
But I have recently switched over to Silk.
Okay.
It's like Silk chocolate. It's less calories, but with similar nutritional value. And it's not dairy. So if I have it like before a workout, I won't feel super like, oh man, I'm gonna throw up or whatever. Because cereal, I eat cereal probably more than anything in my life.
So why only chocolate milk? Is there a reason?
I didn't like milk whenever I was a kid.
Okay. I'm in that same boat as well. I definitely hated milk.
Yeah, I mean, I just liked chocolate milk, and I don't know why. Once I tried it once, I think it was when I was in the military, and I was in Hawaii, and they had like at the chow hall the little like to go little things, and I had like Special K, and the regular milk was out, and it was like the Special K with fruit and yogurt, and I was like, I wonder what this tastes like with chocolate milk. And I tried it, and I was like, God damn, this is good.
Now you're stuck.
Like, and I've never gone back. Like, the best is top 5. Here we go.
Okay, go. I'm down, dude. I'm
top
down.
5 cereals. You heard it here first. I would say number 1, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's like,
ooh, I wouldn't think of that.
Oh, it's super good.
Yeah.
Number 2, honestly, is probably the Special K with fruit and yogurt. That's like unsung hero.
That one is really. I've had that one before. It's like chunks of yogurt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just good. And then I'd go Reese's Puffs, Special K Red Berries.
Oh, that's.
And then who's gonna be number 5? Honestly, you just gotta go with. I think Cheerios are just a basic staple that like if you want to go back on something.
Yeah.
That's like if you want to introduce someone to cereal with chocolate milk, that's where you start them at. You know, that's like that's a starter pack right there.
Dude, we're gonna make a starter pack.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just listed your favorite cereals, which I'm stoked about. That was fun. Okay. Tell me more. Oh no. Okay. Are you planning on being vegetarian long term?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a reason to stop or like anytime soon.
Yeah.
I definitely want, especially nowadays, like what I said earlier, it's so easy to be vegetarian, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like my biggest weakness whenever like is probably like buffalo chicken, like buffalo chicken dip or buffalo chicken like sandwiches or buffalo chicken pizza. But like I can just go to fucking V Eats down in Dallas, and they have amazing buffalo chicken.
I've heard about that place. Yeah.
Spiral's also really good.
Yeah. Spiral is when I was vegan, you gotta be careful because then you get to the point of like you're eating that is technically unhealthy because but it's like that stuff is good, man. The nachos and like
the buffalo chicken nachos at Spiral, bro.
Oh, I'm so hungry now, Taylor.
No, it's but I mean I don't see myself stopping for any reason. I think if anything I'll pass it on to my kids and just moving forward. Especially, I mean, I'm a big conspiracy person, and I firmly believe that within the next 100 years, we're gonna, as a human race, we're gonna have to embrace the fact that like the meat and dairy industry is having an extreme negative impact on the environment.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, like, especially because my girlfriend and I are both vegetarian, and a lot of our friends are also vegetarian or vegan. Yeah. Whenever I hang out with somebody, they're like, "Oh, I'll have a burger." It like feels weird, you know. Like now that is the weird one.
Yeah.
You know, instead of like, oh, you're vegetarian, that's weird.
Yeah.
So it's just about creating a new norm, and
yeah. There definitely is some things that you have to, because I do think there's certain things that are more plant-based that can be way less efficient for the environment. There's definitely
right.
some stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I think that a balance where, because for someone like me, my goal is to be as strong as possible, so I'm not necessarily worried about health. But for the general public, them consuming more vegetables would help them.
Oh, for sure.
Hands down. So telling people to go more vegetarian and plant-based would
Right.
help them.
Right. Like if anything, just add more color to your diet.
Yeah.
I know that, like just adding more color to your diet. I know that sounds kind of like very, very elementary, if you will. But that's just something that you can change. Like if you let's say you're having like burgers for dinner. Okay, add some mushrooms to that, and then the next week, you know, maybe try like a plant-based burger or like get like a huge mushroom patty. So it's just things that you can change over time. And you don't have to be like me and just quit it cold turkey. No pun intended. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, next one: goals for the your bands, or the bands that you're in 2020 and 2021.
So Fist of Fury is writing an EP right now. We're looking to record that sometime around March and April. Goals is just to release that, get signed to a record label, and just see where that goes. I'd like to do like a Midwest or maybe West Coast or East Coast tour with both of the bands.
Because there's a couple members that are in both, or there's
right.
One or two.
Yeah, there's 3 of us that are in both. But for One in the Chamber, we just wrote a new song, and then we'll probably write a couple more. And
what's
do
it
like
called? Are you allowed to say?
The new song for One in the Chamber is called Behind Enemy Lines. We played it last night at the show.
Oh man, that sucks. I missed it.
Yeah, it's but it's that song's about this guy that was in the scene, and he basically just like lied to people's faces and like put the blame on other people, and then just fucking moved away, and like he doesn't know that he's a fucking big piece of shit. But I wrote that song about him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
Well, hopefully he doesn't come back, otherwise he's gonna get fucked up by Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
I would not want to get fucked up by Taylor.
Yeah, that's another goal for the bands. Is like, I think the biggest thing is, I mean, almost every single person in Fist of Fury and One in the Chamber is like a big dude.
Oh yeah.
So we kind of want that persona of like, wow, they're super nice guys, but I wouldn't want to fuck with them.
Yeah, I definitely don't want them to kick my ass. Yeah. Okay, so how long have you been in the hardcore scene?
Well, so whenever I was a kid, I got into like metal and stuff pretty early on. Like I got into like System of a Down, and I was like the 6th grader that fucking loved Slipknot. And I started going to like metalcore shows whenever I was in middle school with my best friend. And then that basically just gradually turned into going to hardcore shows. I remember whenever I was growing up, one of the shows that like really turned me over was I went to go see the Acacia Strain, and one of the opening bands was a hardcore band named Harm's Way. And that band is still around, and they were really fucking good. And like after I saw them, I was like, damn, like I know what shows I'm going to now. So I think that Harm's Way show must have been in like either 2010 or 2011.
Dang.
And that was and I've been going to hardcore.
2020, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's been a while. But I've been going to hardcore shows for a while, and like been to a lot of different scenes, like California, North Carolina, Hawaii, fucking Arizona, Texas, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't go to any hardcore shows in the Philippines, but that's just because I couldn't leave the base.
Is that a thing? Is there hardcore in?
Yeah, I mean, hardcore is everywhere, man. Especially in Asia, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about the Philippines, but I'm sure there's some bands in like Manila, because that's a huge city.
Yeah.
But like Japan has a great hardcore scene. Indonesia has a crazy like metal scene apparently. Like, but
wow,
it's everywhere, man.
Yeah. So you were in a band in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I was in a few bands actually. My main band was Tunnel Vision. Which was like a straight edge band, and then I played a few shows with a band called Young Gods. That was kind of like early 2000s Boston hardcore influence hardcore. And that band was really fun to play in. Another band to check out is a band called Out of Bounds. They're kind of more jumpy. If you're into more bands like Guns Up or Turnstile, I would definitely check them out. But all three of those bands are really cool bands to check out if you're interested in some like Hawaii hardcore.
Yeah.
But it's super crazy because the military fuels a lot of the hardcore
Oh, that's
scene.
what I was gonna say.
Like it
sure.
ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Because one of my buddies, well, he's not really my buddy anymore, but at the time he was in the military. He hooked me up with his buddy Micah, and Micah was like, "Yo, dude, I heard you just got out here and you play guitar. You want to start a band?" I was like, "Yeah." And so I was the only guy in the military. Everyone else in the band was like Hawaiian dudes.
Okay, I definitely saw a picture and I was like, "Whoa, dude!"
Right,
You're like red hair and they're all like,
right, yeah. No, it was kind of crazy, just because like Micah does the merch and touring with a couple bands, Rotting Out and Culture Abuse, and so like he's been to like Europe and whenever Culture Abuse toured with Cro-Mags, and
Whoa, that's cool.
he's been around the world and just doing like tours and shit. But he's just like a kid that grew up in Hawaii, you know.
Yeah.
I think he said one of the guys in Defeater was also from Hawaii. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But Hawaii has a really cool scene, man. And Micah has also, shout out, he also has a clothing company called Night March. It's really fucking sick if you're into like some like indie fucking like, not Supreme because Supreme is fucking whack.
Yeah.
But like if you're into like the smaller streetwear type of brands, you should check them out. It's really fucking sick.
Cool. Okay, now what do you think about, this is the last question, what are your opinions on people breaking edge and like people being shitty about other people breaking edge?
So let's say you're straight edge, right? Like, hey, shout out True Straight Edge.
Yeah.
That was a band that was in Dallas hardcore, and I'm fairly positive every single member has broken edge.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with you if you break edge. Like, that's your life. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're like, oh man, you're straight edge, that's fucking whack.
Yeah.
Like if it was a big part of your life and like a big part of like your internal character, and then you just shit on everyone that's still doing it.
Yes.
That just speaks on your behalf that you're just like a trend hopping piece of shit.
Yeah, like you just fucked up and now you're like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, but like if you, like let's say you're doing a lot of drugs and you're like an alcoholic and you're like, man, I really want to like be straight edge. Like that's fucking awesome. Like that's cool, man. Like I accept anyone that wants to do it. Like let's say you go straight edge and you get like you fall off the wagon or fall on whatever you start doing drugs again.
Yeah.
and you break edge technically. Then like, hey, like we're all here to help you. If having that character or if having that title being like, oh, okay, I'm straight edge again. If that helps you internally, that's on them, man. I don't give a shit if anyone is like claims edge, then breaks it, and then claims it again.
Yeah. Just don't be shitty.
Yeah. Just don't be shitty about it. Like, and if you think you're straight edge and you're better than anyone, you need a fucking reality check.
Yeah.
And you obviously haven't gotten your ass beat in your life.
Yeah, dude. Again, don't want to get my ass beat by Taylor.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I think that's it. Plug your Instagram, your band's Instagram, your merch, website, anything you want to plug.
All right. So my Instagram is Taylor W. Riley, and the Fist of Fury Instagram is fist_of_Fury TX. I want to say. Or just look up Fist of Fury, but you'll fucking find it. Twitters are, I think my Twitter is Taylor Riley 15. Fist of Fury Twitter is Fist of Fury HC. One of the chamber is one, like the number one in the chamber, and make sure whenever you look up one in the chamber, it's THA. Everyone fucks that up. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But and then Spotify is the same, Fist of Fury and one in the chamber, both the demo for one in the chamber, and then Fist of Fury has the demo and the fall promo. And then merch, if you want it, you can either hit me up personally, or you can go on the Bandcamps. All the merch is on there, except for the hoodies, and then the one of the chamber sweatpants and beanies. If you want one of those and you're not going to come to the show, or if you live out of town, you can just hit me up personally, and I'll set you up.
How many more pink hoodies do you have?
Oh, I have 4. I think I have like 1 XL, 2 2XL, and then 1 3XL. And
Yep.
then the green hoodies, I just have like 2 small and 2 larges. That's it.
All right, so if you want a pimp ass pink hoodie and you're that size, definitely get it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Well, thank you. I will definitely see you around.
See ya.